The man was a pilot 6,500 years ago. One day, he suddenly heard a loud noise from space. It turned out his spaceship had collided with an unknown asteroid field. Although he quickly rushed to the cockpit to manually evade, the number of asteroids was simply too many. Under continuous impacts, the spaceship made an emergency descent toward a mysterious planet. However, just as it entered the atmosphere, the damaged cryo chamber violently exploded. The people who were sleeping inside were almost all thrown out. The main body of the spaceship hurtled toward a mountain peak. He, along with the cockpit, luckily avoided the peak and crashed 10 kilometers away on the ground. Fortunately, he was not in any immediate danger. He then put on his spacesuit and headed to the cryo chamber to check if the other half of the crew had survived. But all 30 cryo sleepers were found dead. Just as he was about to be overwhelmed by grief, a sudden loud noise came from outside the hatch. Then a pool of red liquid slowly seeped inside. Terrified, he quickly backed away. He rushed to the armory and grabbed a rifle. After fully charging it, he gathered his courage and opened the hatch. But the sight before him completely shocked him. The spaceship had crashed into a lake surrounded by jungle, and in the water, a creature was swimming behind him. Realizing he was the only survivor, he fell to his knees in despair. He considered sending a distress signal to his home planet, but thinking he was the only one left, he saw no point. So he stepped outside and removed his helmet. To his surprise, the planet had breathable oxygen. At that moment, he thought of his daughter. His daughter suffered from a lung disease and desperately needed the high salary from this mission for treatment. This gave him a renewed will to survive. As he pondered how to escape this planet, just then, the system detected a surviving cryo chamber. It also pinpointed the location of the chamber. Adam immediately set off toward the coordinates. On the way, he stepped on something. He looked down to examine it closely. He found many broken eggshells. At the same time, a roar echoed from afar. He realized this place was extremely dangerous. He quickly sped up and located the surviving cryo chamber. After opening the hatch, he carried the person inside out. He was shocked to find it was a little girl. He wanted to return to the cockpit immediately, but he suddenly saw something terrifying on the way. There was a massive bird-like footprint on the ground. Based on its size, the creature was at least 10 times larger than a human.